Hi, this is Tommy, and today we're going to talk about the first step into the steps of gaining cooperation. The first one that we're going to cover today is communication. When you first start dealing with your system, especially when you've just been freshly diagnosed, it is important to gain a sense of understanding and respect for each other. Through that is communication. When you start letting them know that you're there for them now. They don't have to jump in and save you every time now. That you are willing to talk back and forth, to open up a dialogue, to let them know that anytime that they need to vent or just to talk, that you're willing to be there for them. The first thing that I did when I approached this step, and it was terrifying for me. Of course it's going to be terrifying. When you deal with something that's completely unfamiliar to you, especially when you're going into something like communicating with the voices in your head, that can be a little weird at first. That can be a little devastating, to say the least. However, the first thing that I did is I started leaving Post-it notes around my house. And I would just say hi. And another one, I put, what's your favorite color? What's your name? Were you watching that movie with me last night? What did you think? What is your favorite food? Etc. Now, they may not respond back immediately. They may not, it may take a year for them to say anything back to you. The point is to be persistent, to show them that you're not one of these people that are just going to jump in and jump back out. That you're there for the long haul, that you're there for that you're there, that you're going to be there, that nothing that they say or do is going to make you go away or stop talking to them. They're very fragile people. They're very strong people. Their world is so much different than ours, completely different than ours. They work on magic. Basically, they work on magic. Their world, they can create, reform, shape, and do whatever they want when they're on the inside. When they come out, the only association that they've ever had with the outside world was harm and pain. So when you communicate with them, let them know that you're willing to listen to them, listen to their fears about being out, listen to their worries and their woes about being out. Don't force them to communicate with you. Let it happen when it happens. If you try to force it, if you try to bring on the communication, they're going to withdraw. Also, when you're dealing with communication in your system, make sure you listen to their concerns about people that you know, people that's in your life. Present partner, parents, brothers and sisters that they may not feel comfortable with. Listen to them. You may not have to make a decision, you may not have to make a choice on what you're going to do about it, but at least listen. Just the fact that you're willing to hear their point of view will make all the difference in the world. Just make sure that you slow down, be patient, and let them communicate when they're ready. Just be persistent. Developing a communication line with your system will help the overall cooperation. They will learn that they can come to you if they have a concern about anything else. The job you have, the person you're dating, the money in the bank account, the food you're eating, that kind of thing. They will start feeling comfortable that they can come to you and voice their concerns. And when that happens, it opens up a whole new world for you and your system. It really does. I remember when I first started communicating with mine, I was terrified. Oh my God. It was very, very scary. Your system will show you a lot of different sides to themselves through the communication. Just take everything in stride. They're learning this as much as you are. Baby steps, one step at a time. You don't have to go through all 5 steps immediately in the next 20 minutes. That's why I'm doing these steps slowly. That's also why I wanted to redo them, because I didn't think that I was communicating across very well how Sheila had set it up for me. So, to recap, with communication comes persistence, patience, and an overall respect for each other. So just take your time and wait for them to communicate back to you. It will happen. It will happen. But don't expect it to happen as soon as you put that Post-it note out. That's not what's going to happen. And understand that occasionally they're going to be mad at you. They're going to be mad at you for some of the decisions that you've made that directly affect them that they may not be happy about. Listen to them. Listen to their concerns. Listen to their anger. And let them know that you will work to compromise with them. Because after all, it's not just your life, it's their life too. So all decisions that you make will directly affect them. I hope this was helpful. Next week, we're going to discuss reassurance.